Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? It's Thursday, the day after Hump Day, the day after Valentine's Day. And I did a late night stream with Deadman last night, and it was really, really fun. After our Valentine's Day stream, which was so glad everybody that showed up, it was so much fun. And then we did well, Dadman did a late night stream, and he was like, "We need you to come over." And so I come over to the stream for a bit and um, got to hang out. It was really, really fun. So it was a long night. But like we do every time I do a show, uh, we're going to like ourselves over on the YouTube side. I'm going to share it over to Twix that we are live. Um, Whoops, maybe if it'll let me type. Let's see, you're gonna let me type this morning. There we go. And then we'll stick our Twitch um, link on here just so that if anybody wants to go over there, they can. And we will post this. Looks good. So we'll do that over on this side. We'll go over to Twitch. Let's make sure everything is doing good here. It looks like it. We will turn the emote off over here so if people want to talk, they can. And there we have that done. And I think we are good. I was looking and trying to once again think of a poll. Um, and it's really hard today. It's just really, really hard today. Um, so I was trying to think. Um, I think I will do this one today, real quick. Uh, Favorite? I like this hard candy flavor best. And we have obviously peppermint. And then another flavor of hard candy is butterscotch. Do you guys remember those root beer barrels you used to be able to get? Oh my gosh, I love those. And then our last flavor is coffee. I have these hard candies that are coffee. They're actually caffeine. Um, and they are really, really good. So this is our poll today. It's a very uh, specific poll. I like this hard candy flavor best: peppermint, butterscotch, root beer, or coffee. So there's our poll for today, and we're going to go over to the chat. Let's see who is here now. We have Snorter Poopus Cuber. Hello, humans and other critters. Hello to you. I hope that today is finding you very, very well. And we have DadmanWalking55. Morning, Mrs. Hope you have another wonderful stream. Well, I hope I do too. Thank you so much. Dadman has gone back to work after being home for a little bit. Helping his mom out some, so, I bet you he's, struggling this morning, but, good morning to you. We have some hellos to back and forth in the chat, and then we have Sci-Fi Mombi. Good morning to you. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day. And Snorterpoopus is gonna sit in the corner and behave. That's okay. You don't have to behave. You be yourself. That's what just be yourself. Exactly. Behaving is no fun at all, but it keeps you from getting your snout smacked. Aw, I won't smack your snout, I promise. Yes, and we we don't want that. And over on the Twitch side, we have Saribot and Stream Elements who's over there helping me out, keeping everything straight there. We have Barry Place 28. Good morning to you. Welcome. I'm so glad you are here this morning. And we have Cocho Dragon, the Grand Blue Fantasy version. Well, hello to you. Good morning. I don't know if you've ever been in my chat before. If you have, and I have forgotten which I have a very, very poor memory. I apologize, but if you are brand new, welcome, welcome to the show. I hope you like it today. Um, and we have hellos back. You're driving, so no more typing for you. Yes, thank you. Safety first, always, always, always. And we have Penny here saying, "Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. Hello to you. Good morning. Good morning." Well, it is 6 minutes into the show, 10:06 in mine. I don't know why I always look at the clock. Like, I know what time it is. I could guess it's just kinda I have to confirm it, but it's 10:06 in my neck of the woods, which is the East Coast of the United States, and, it is Thursday, the day after Valentine's Day. Are people all chocolated out? Do you have that little sugar coma thing going on? Uh, I can understand that, I can understand that. We have a very interesting poll today. Let's see how it is going. Oh, sometimes I hate trying to find it. Okay, the hard candy flavor I like best, root beer is number 1 with peppermint and butterscotch in second and coffee in third. Coffee flavor is not very, very prominent, I don't think here in, the States. I know, I went to um, an Asian market and I found them, and, oh, I really like them when you just need that little a little dose of caffeine, but you don't really wanna drink a caffeinated beverage or, any of that kinda stuff. You can just take one of these and it really, really does work. It truly is caffeine. So, yes. I wanted to share this thing first off, because I got a Valentine's gift this year, and I do not always get the, traditional gifts. I don't care for the traditional gifts. I don't really want, flowers or chocolate or anything like that, and, so, um, this year, I mean, I even asked for a set of, cordless power tools for Christmas one year, and, Dadman Walking's mom was like, "She's gonna hate that." And he's like, "Oh, no, she won't." I loved it. It was exactly what I wanted. So, this year, my Valentine's gift was a PO box. So everybody we now have a PO box that you can, send us, cards or, whatever you would like to, and, we've been me trying to get this for a while. I thought it was gonna be much more difficult than it was. My gosh, it was so easy. I should have done it, uh a while ago when people started asking Dad Man if he had a PO box number. But this is our PO box number, and I'm always paranoid that I typed in the wrong numbers, but this is correct. It is PO Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida 32226. So if you want to send a card or something, or anybody that's been asking, here we now have a PO box number. I do have to get it on my hyperlinks on my about pages on my YouTube and Twitch, but I will do that when we get off stream um, today. So, anyway, I just wanted to share that. I will also share it at the end of the show. Um, but yeah, I was excited. It's a really it's something that I really really wanted. I know that sounds stupid, but yep. So that was my Valentine's gift. And we have Corey here saying hello and hello to you. And also on the Twitch side, thank you for going over there. And Damon, yeah, the deep fryer. I told Damon one Christmas I did not want a deep fryer. And he bought me a deep fryer. And I was like, I cannot believe you got me a deep fryer. It's the one thing I told you I did not want. But he wanted it. So I told him he should have wrapped it and put his name on the paper. I do that sometimes. But yes, oh well, oh well. We did use the deep fryer when it was all said and done. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys so that you would know because I know that some people had been asking about it. Well, we have 8 people watching. Thank you guys so much for that. It has 7 people on YouTube, and we have ba, 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 2 people watching on the Twitch side, so that would make 9 people, but, it's so confusing. Anyway, I thank you all for being here. Everything is looking good. I am, I think I am ready to do our stream. So, it's no so I'll take the deep fryer, clam strips, french fries, and onion rings. Here I come. Yeah, but see the thing, I he wanted to make fried chicken, and I could not make fried chicken to save my life. The only thing we used to deep fryer for really was for cooking french fries. And that took up a lot of space for you know, cooking french fries. Oh, cheese sticks are good. It was. Okay, I take it back. We did do, like, mozzarella sticks. So, okay. But, yeah, I just use a pan on the stove to deep fry anything now. It works just as well. So, yes. Okay, well, it is Thursday. It is 12 minutes into the show. We have 8 people wa watching, and we are gonna go ahead and start our birthdays for today. Um Whoops, what did I do here? I keep pushing the wrong button. So today is February 15th. If it's your birthday today, happy, happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you get all your birthday wishes. I hope they come true. Um, and I hope you get the cake flavor that you like. So happy birthday to anybody's birthday who is today. And Damon, yeah, I tried to eat at home. But I could not cook fried chicken, and that's what you wanted. I'm horrible at cooking fried chicken. And yeah, they're the chicken strips. There is a lot of stuff that you can deep fry. I know. And we're from the South, and you should deep fry everything. So our first birthday today is Galileo Galilei. Galileo, Galileo, Galileo Galilei. He's been called the father of observational astronomy, modern era classical physics, and the scientific method and modern science. So he's the father of a lot of stuff. His contributions included confirming the phases of Venus. He discovered 4 of Jupiter's moons, and he invented the thermoscope, which is the precursor to the thermometer. He was a major figure in the scientific revolution. He his advocacy for the theory of heliocentrism, which postulated that the Earth revolved around the sun, made him an enemy of the Catholic Church. Died at 77 years old. Oh, yes, apple fritters. But you don't need a specific appliance to do that. You get a pan or a pot, uh, pan, yeah, pan, that's the right word, that's deep enough, and you can fry anything. So, yes. And Galileo would have loved deep fried mozzarella sticks. I think almost anybody would have loved deep fried mozzarella sticks. So Galileo died at 77 years old. And we also have Susan B. Anthony. She died at 86 years old. She was an American social reformer and women's rights activist who played a pivotal role in the women's suffrage movement. Uh, she led protests for women's equality, co founded both the women's temperance movement and the Women's Right Journal, the Revolution. She became the first female citizen to be depicted on a U.S. coin when her portrait appeared on the 1979 dollar coin. Susan B. Anthony's birthday is today. 86 years old. Our next birthday is Jane Seymour. 73 years old today. She's an actress. Some of her roles in television films include The Woman She Loved, Onassis, The Richest Man in the World. She had television series Captain and Kings, Battlestar Galactica, East of Eden, War and Remembrance, and Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. She played the role of a psychic Bond girl solitaire in the James Bond movie Live and Let Die. She's also been in the movie Somewhere in Time, The Scarlet Pimpernel, Wedding Crashers, Love, Wedding, Marriage, Little Italy, The War with Grandpa, and Friendsgiving. In addition to her acting career, Seymour is a founder of the Open Hearts Foundation as well as author. She co-wrote several children's books and self-help books. Under the Jane Seymour design label, she's created jewelry, scarves, furniture, rugs, handbags. Oh, well, she hasn't created them all, but she has. Jewelry, scarves, furniture, rugs, handbags, paintings, and sculptures. She won a Primetime Emmy for Onassis and a Golden Globe for East of Eden and Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Jane Seymour, 73 years old. And yes, Susan P. Anthony would have loved jalapeno poppers. Oh, yes. Yum, yum, yum. Num, 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 as you would affectionately say. Mm. Our next person was born the year I was born, 1964. Chris Farley, he passed away at 33 years old. He's a comedian and an actor. He is known for his loud, energetic comedic style. Was a member of Chicago's Second City Theater, and a later a cast member on Saturday Night Live. One of his most best known characters is Matt Foley, the very exuberant motivational speaker known for repeatedly saying he lived in a van down by the river. He pursued a film career. He appeared in Airheads, Tommy Boy Black Sheep, Beverly Hills Ninja, and Almost Heroes. From his early acting days to the height of his fame, he struggled with obesity and substance use disorder, and he died of a drug overdose at the age of 33. So tragic. Chris Farley, 33 years old. I loved his characters. One of my favorite was when Patrick Swayze was on and he was auditioning. I don't know if he was auditioning or was one of the Chippendales dancers. That was the most it was so funny. Such a funny skit. He was very, very talented. And, Snortopoo was talking about, food is making himself hangry, so he's gonna stop talking about food. And we have Sue B720. Good morning to you. I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day yesterday. Um, Dadman is very busy today, so he's gonna be lurking mostly. Well, thank you for lurking. We appreciate that. Our next birthday are the Duffer Brothers, Matt and Ross. Um They are 40 years old today. They're American film and television writers, directors, and producers. They are identical twin brothers who work on all their projects as a pair. They are best known as the creators, directors, and executive producers of the hit Netflix science fiction horror drama series Stranger Things. They also wrote and directed the 215 psychological horror film Hidden and wrote and produced episodes for the Fox mystery science fiction series Wayward Pines. The Duffer Brothers, 40 years old today. And this is something that I thought that was really neat, really interesting. I get my birthdays off of this one specific site, and they list the kind of like the most popular. I guess you vote for them or something. And I just found it interesting that the brothers weren't together. That one was like four, 4 or 5 people above his brother. I just thought that was weird because they do all exactly the same thing. I know they have different personalities, but how many people really know these two guys personally to vote where they would not be close together? If you like the Duffer Brothers, like their stuff, I'd vote for both of them, and at least they should be close to each other. I just thought that was interesting. One of those little um, observances and questions that I have in my mind. Questioning minds want to know. We have 9 people watching. It is 22 minutes past the hour. And our poll, the vote is, let's see, come on, poll, let's move up there. 7 votes with butterscotch in the lead. Peppermint and root beer are tied for second. And coffee, poor coffee, has absolutely no votes at all. But I will say coffee hard candy is really good, guys. If you like coffee and um, haven't tried it, I would recommend trying it. It's really good. Our next birthdays today is, oh, and by the way, we have 2 people over on Twitch. Thank you, Corey, for being over there, keeping me company. I was so lonely. And our next person is Matt Groening, 70 years old. He's an American cartoonist, writer, producer, and animator. He's best known as a creator of the comic strips Life in Hell and the television series The Simpsons, Futurama, and Disenchantment. The Simpsons is the longest running U.S. primetime television series in history and the longest running U.S. animated series and sitcom. Wow. 70 years old, Matt Groening. We have Miep Guys, died at 100 years old. She is a brave Dutch citizen who helped Anne Frank and her family, plus 4 others, hide. Wait a minute. Okay. Sorry. I thought I messed something up there. Uh, she helped them hide from the Nazis in an annex above Otto Frank's business during World War II. After the family was arrested, she retrieved Anne Frank's diary and kept it safe until Otto Frank returned from Auschwitz in 1945. Passed away at 100 years old. She actually wrote a book about that time. Fascinating. Ernest Shackleton died at 47 years old. He was an Anglo-Irish Antarctic explorer who led 3 British expeditions to the Antarctic. He became a hero without ever accomplishing his dream of crossing the Antarctic. His ship to the South Pole became trapped in ice, and he led his crew on a precarious journey back to safety. In March of 2022, the ship was finally discovered off of Antarctica. He was one of the principal figures of the period known as the heroic age of Antarctic exploration. So Ernest Shackleton died at 47 years old. Now this person, he is one of my favorite. I love Harvey Korman. Oh, my eyes itch. I'm sorry. My eyes are really bothering me this morning. So if you hear the mic getting hit, it's me rubbing my eyes. So we have Harvey Korman passed away at 81 years old. He's an actor and comedian who performed in television and film. Uh, he's probably um, most known for being on the Carol Burnett show. He won 4 primetime Emmys there and a Golden Globe. But he also starred in several comedy films by Mel Brooks, including Blazing Saddles, High Anxiety, and History of the World Part 1. His other notable films include Herbie Goes Bananas, Trail of the Pink Panther, Curse of the Pink Panther. Um, he did voice work. He had roles in The Flintstones, Garfield and Friends, Alice in Wonderland, Dumb and Dumber, Hey Arnold, The Wild Thornberrys, and Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Yes, yes. Pollen is awful. It has hit me today. My eyes haven't bothered me for a while, and I woke up this morning and oh my gosh, they were just a burning. My nose is running. The allergies have hit me full bore right now, but it's just something we have to get through. Our next person is Lillian Disney, passed away at 98 years old. She's American ink artist at the Disney Studios and the wife of Walt Disney from 1925 until his death in 1966. When they were married and on a train ride, and Walt was showing her a picture of this new character that he drew, who he said he was going to call Mortimer Mouse, and she told him that that name was just too depressing and to maybe rename him Mickey Mouse. And that name has since become synonymous with the Disney brand. Um, in 1987, she pledged $50 million toward the construction of a new concert hall in Los Angeles. There was a lot of delays in it, but it actually opened 6 years after her death and was named the Walt Disney Concert Hall. She also helped fund the founding of the California Institute of the Arts. Lillian Disney passed away at 98 years old. Yes, interesting that she was an artist also. Yes. Well, I think that with the creativity and you kind of, especially if you're working in a field like that, so much time is focused on it. You don't really get to see anybody else. But yes, she was an artist herself. You get to look forward to pollen. As I get older, it was not a problem when you were younger. Yes, the woman behind wall, and she had nothing but glowing things to say about their marriage. She said it was the most wonderful 45, I think how many years were they married? 41? Uh, 41 years. She said the most amazing 41 years um, of her life. So I just think that's wonderful. Our next person is Christopher McDonald. He's a film, television, theater, and voice actor. He was known for playing the villainous professional golfer Shooter McGavin in the 1996 comedy Happy Gilmore. He also starred in Grease 2, Thelma and Louise, Leave It to Beaver, and Requiem for a Dream. He had supporting roles in Grumpy Old Men, Flubber, Rumor Has It, and About Last Night. He also did voice work. He was in Superman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited. He played Superman in Batman and Batman Beyond, and he also did voices in The Iron Giant. And this I thought was real interesting. He in the Dukes of Hazzard, the beginnings, the most recent Dukes of Hazzard film, he dubbed the voice of he pr- Burt Reynolds' voice at the beginning of the movie. Very interesting. Yes, he was an underrated actor. I think he did more stuff than what people realized he did. And you know, when you look back, very, very, I mean, well, he's still living and doing work, but you look at the career that he's already had, a very, very prolific career and varied too. Very, very interesting. And our next actor is Cesar Romero, 86 years old. Yes, typecasting. And yes, I agree with that. He played a lot of kind of bad guys. Because in the Leave It to Beaver, he played the mean the boy, whatever that boy's name, the neighbor that was not very nice, kind of the smarmy neighbor. But yeah, absolutely. Let's see, what are we doing here? I was going to check my Twitch and make sure everything was okay there, and I put it on my phone, and then I forget to turn it on to see it. Yes. Hello, Belzette. How are you today? I'm going to try to let me set this right here where I can kind of see it. There we go. Yes, he played the Joker. He was actually the first live action Joker, and he played it in the 66 Batman series. He was Cuban American. He also appeared in over 100 films. He was in The Little Princess, Passport to Danger, and The Thin Man, just to name three of the bunches that he went. He also played the Cisco Kid in 6 westerns. What a handsome man. Oh my goodness. Um, Passed away at 86 years old. I was looking at the dates that I put on here. Apparently, he was born in 1907 and he died in 1904. That's what I put on my thing. I had a little typo there. Um, I don't know. He was 86 years old, 84. Maybe it was supposed to be an 8. Yes, he is the real Joker. He gave Joker class. Our next person is Brandon Boyd, 48 years old, an American. Yes, that was Shooter McGavin a couple people back. Yes, you are. Yes. Christopher McDonald was his name. Dadman, the actor who played Shooter McGavin. Our next person is Brandon Boyd, 48 years old. He's a musician. He's a lead vocalist of the rock band Incubus. He had recorded 8 studio albums with them. In addition to his work with them, he released 2 solo albums called The Wild Trapeze and Echoes and Cocoons. He collaborated with producer Brendan O'Brien under the name of Sons of the Sea. He has written and curated 3 books, each of which comprise of his personal illustrations, photography, song lyrics, and additional thoughts and writings. His books are White Fluffy Clouds, From the Murks of the Sultry Abyss, and So the Echo, all published under his book imprint, Endophagia Publications. And he's standing in front of I could not I was trying to find a picture where you could see him and see a piece of his art, but this is the one I could show that was the best that I could show where you could actually see who he was, and that art is some of the art of his in the background. Very talented. Well, it is. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. It is 36 minutes past the hour, 10:36, and my neck of the woods, which is the east coast of the 98 of the United States, we have 9 people watching. And how many likes do we have? We have 9 likes. Yay! That makes me happy. And let's see our poll. Our poll has butterscotch in first place, peppermint and root beer still in second. 8 votes for the hard candy that you like best. Coffee is, oh, sadly in fourth. And as I said, if you like coffee and hard candy, you need to try it. It's really, really good. Our next person is Bruce Wackerman. He's a musician, a current drummer. I just think that's so funny. He's a drummer, and his last name's like Wackerman, like you're whacking the drums. I just thought that just tickled me. But he is a that just totally discredited and uh, downplayed uh, the technique and the talent and how difficult it is to play drums. And I apologize to all drummers out there. Absolutely. But he is a current drummer of the heavy metal band Avenged Sevenfold. He joined them in 2015. His first album with them was called The Stage. He's most known as the former and longest standing drummer of punk rock band Bad Religion. He has also performed as a member or a session of a as a session member or a touring member with the groups Infectious Grooves, Suicidal Tendencies, Tenacious D, and Pharmacose, to name a few. Hello, B from O. Good morning to you. And thank you for lurking. I appreciate that so much. And thank you for saying hello before you lurk. That it's so nice to know who's around. I really like that. So you have a wonderful day today. Our next person is Jake E. Lee, 67 years old. He's best known as a lead guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne for between 82 and 87. He later became a member of the heavy metal band Badlands. He formed the band Red Dragon Cartel in 2013. Um, and the release of their album charted at number 69 on the Billboard album charts. He's recorded solo under his own name. Um, he did the instrumental album A Fine Pink Mist and a cover album Retraced. 67 years old today. And there is somebody that I forgot to put a picture on. And I'm going to say, I can't believe I forgot her picture, but it is Alex Borstein or Alexandra Borstein, 53 years old, an actress, comedian, writer, and producer. She's known for voicing Lewis Griffin in Family Guy. She won a Primetime Emmy Award. She starred in the comedy drama series The Marvelous Miss Maisie, which won 2 Primetime Emmys, a sketch comedy series Mad TV, and she was in the medical comedy series Getting On. She had supporting roles in numerous films, including Showtime, Bad Santa, Kicking and Streaming, Little Man, Killers, Ted, A Million Ways to Die in the West, Love the Coopers, and Extinct. So, Alex Bornstein, 53 years old today. Lewis Griffin in Family Guys. Peter, Peter. Yes, that Lewis Griffin. So I can't believe the one person that I left out. It's so funny. And we have Rich Swan, 33 years old, a professional wrestler. He signed with the TNA Wrestling Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. He is a former Impact World Champion, TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Impact 10 Division Champion, and Impact Digital Media Champion. He also wrestles for Combat Zone Wrestling, where he is the current World Heavyweight Champion in his first reign. Yes, the nasally Lewis. Louis Lew and we have Richmond Auto Exchange, Mandalorian. Good morning to you. Hope you are having a happy Thursday. Our next person is Irina Sindler, died at 98 years old. She was a Polish nurse who risked her life to smuggle 2,500 children out of occupied Warsaw during World War II. She hid infants at the bottom of her large tool bag and smuggled older children in burlap sacks. As she carried out her rescue operation, her dog warned her of approaching soldiers. Um, Even after being captured and tortured, she refused to give any information on the location of the children. Her heroism remained largely unrecognized in North America. She was recognized where she lived, but in North America, uh, she was not really known about until a group of Kansas high school kids wrote a play called Life in a Jar that was based on her story. So, Irene Sindler, 98 years old. Wow. So much heroism happened, and I know that so much of it is unknown. And so I think sometimes remembering the ones that we do know about honors those many, many, many that um, we don't know about. So many wonderful acts of heroism. Our next person is Gary Clark Jr., 40 years old. He's a blues guitarist and singer from Austin, Texas. He fuses blues, rock, and soul music with elements of hip hop. He signed with Warner Brothers Records, released Bright Lights extended play. He also had the albums Black and Blue and The Story of Sonny Boy Slim. He released two live albums, Gary Clark Jr. Live and Gary Clark Jr. Live North America. He was awarded a Grammy for Best Traditional R&B Performance. And his most recent album, The Land, which was released in 2019. In 2020, he won a Grammy Award for Best Rock Song and Best Rock Performance for his song This Land from that album. Yes. Yes, he is. I try to listen to, especially when I have musicians, I try to at least listen to a couple of their songs because I honestly don't know all of them. I have someone that helps me do these birthday lists. So they're people that they know. And I have been exposed to some really fantastic artists um, that I never would have known about. So this has been really neat for me too, doing these birthdays and having someone help me because I've just learned so many different people, and it's really really cool. Our last person is Norman Bridwell. He passed away at 86 years old. He's an author and cartoonist, best known for the Clifford the Big Red Dog book series. Now, the way this series started was really, really interesting. He was going around to publishing houses, trying to get work, as a children's book illustrator. And, he was at Harper& and Row, and the, editor that was looking at his work saw a picture that he had drawn of a young girl with a horse-sized bloodhound. And he goes, kind of flippantly, "Yeah, you should turn this into a story." Well, the rest is history. That story became Clifford the Big Red Dog, and there have been over 40 best-selling Clifford books, 3 animated television series, merchandise, a live musical, and a live action film. Clifford also serves as the official mascot of Scholastic, which is the publisher of his series. He has other successful books, which include The Witch Next Door and How to Care for Your Monster and A Tiny Family. There are over 126 million copies of his books in print in 13 different languages. All because editor flippantly said, "Ah, you should make this into a story." Thank you, whoever editor you are, because I love the Clifford books. I love the Clifford cartoons. They're just amazing. So, happy birthday to you. That is our birthdays, and we've had some people pop in. We had Manny Uncanny. Hello to you. You went to high school with which guy? There are a couple of them. Uh, and I do not know your age, so I cannot. I'm assuming it was Gary Clark. Is that correct? Norman. You went to school with Norman Birdwell? Wow. Cool. That is really, really cool. So those are our birthdays for today. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's our birthdays for today. And we have 15 people watching. Well, thank you guys very much. Let's check some of our stuff here. We have 12 people watching on the YouTube side with, let's see. I hate the fact that you have to refresh the page every time to find out how many likes you have. We have 11 likes. Oops, somebody didn't like the channel. I'm so sad. Oh, boo. If you forgot to like the channel, hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. And my poll today is I like this hard candy flavor. We have butterscotch in the lead with peppermint and root beer in second, and coffee has gotten anybody no votes at all, and that's really kind of sad. On the Twitch side, we have 3 people watching. Thank you so much. Belzette, did you want to I didn't see you on the YouTube side. Do you want to put a vote in for the hard candy flavor, which one you like the best out of the 4? We have peppermint, butterscotch, um, coffee, and root beer. So if you would like to vote on that, just put your answer in the comments or go over to the YouTube side and hit that choice. Um, nice guy. He kept telling me about a big red dog, and I told him to stay off the drugs. And Snorterpoopus went to school with Benedict Arnold. He cheated off your test paper. We have Metastep. Hello, Metastep. How are you doing today? Werther's original. That's is that butterscotch? I do like Werther's. They're butterscotch, right? We have 12 votes with 67 butterscotch. We have 13 people watching, and we have 11 likes. So if you on the YouTube side and haven't hit that like button, uh, hit that like button for me. It would be greatly appreciated. So now it's time for the memes. And now you'll understand, you guys that were with my birthdays, while I was like, I forgot this person. And the one person whose picture I forgot, I always try to, with my memes, have them connect to something else in the show, either a celebration or an actor or actress or whatever in the birthdays. S and, I did that for the birthdays. The one person who I somehow skipped doing their picture on is who I did this birthday with. And so, here we go. I figured you'd be about 100 years old if you knew the Norman guy. Our person Here's our first, meme today. Dear autocorrect, at no point had I ever meant ducking. That is so true. It always autocorrects that word to ducking. You're a ducking idiot. You are ducking kidding me. It is so ducking frustrating when autocorrect changes it. So true, so true. "Hey, what are you in here for?" "I put pineapple on pizza." "Brian, there's some bad people in here." "Yes, I am ducking serious, Bowsette." "What a hardened criminal putting pineapple on pizza. How dare you?" Yes, yes, that is it. Funny, I've been cursing autocorrect lately. It's so frustrating. It's like, yes, it is. That is so true. When you ask what's wrong and he doesn't read your mind like he's supposed to. Peter, uh, you are supposed to know what is wrong with us. You know what you did. No, I don't. Please tell me. Google Meet, Zoom, and Teams to Discord. You think you're better than us? Yes. Yes, I do. When I type president, it puts presidis. I'm like, what the duck is that? Yes, there's something, and I type them correctly, but it changes it to something like, what? And then they give you the prompts, like the 3 words, so you have to take and you have to type it, and then you have to make sure you hit that button on top of it so that it does the correct word. Yeah. Oh, technology. Y I was gonna say you gotta love it, but no. It's a word somewhere apparently. It's a word in their country. In the world of, autocorrect, it's a word. Oh, goodness. Ugh. Temptation. Do you really wanna spend the rest of your life wondering? Excuse me one second, I gotta mute. Had to blow my nose, and I didn't think you guys wanted to hear that. Ooh, let's see, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook announce a merger. New company will be called YouTwitFace. Pe People hate it when I go to stores because I almost have to touch, like, everything. I'll walk by and, it's just like I have to touch it, and, like, "Would you quit touching everything?" And I li if I have to put my hands like, I either have to clasp them behind my back so I don't touch anything, or I have to stick them in my jacket pocket or my sweater pocket, or I will just touch everything. And I understand this temptation to want to push that button. I go by an elevator and I have to push the button as I'm walking by. And I know that irritates people to no end, but I have to push that button. So I have sympathy for you, PETA. PETA, I understand PETA. Oops, I guess that's all of our celebra we didn't have that many there's some Family Guy memes I wanted to, use, but I couldn't use them. They were really funny, but I could not use them. They're more of a um, late night memes than, our day of positivity memes. Not that they were negative or anything, they were just, woo, a little bit over the top, but they were quite funny. So those are our memes today. 57 minutes into the show, 10:57 in my neck of the woods, which is the East Coast of the United States. And we have 15 people watching according to StreamYard. According to this, we have, let's see here, we have 12 people watching on the YouTube side, 162 subscribers. Hey, if you know anybody that you think would like the show, heck, if you don't, even if they wouldn't like the show, send them over this way and have them subscribe to my channel. I really am trying to get at least 100. I'd like to get 175 subscribers. That's my new goal over here. And I have 13 more to go, that lucky number. So if you know anybody and could send them this way, I would appreciate that a lot. That, excuse me, that being said, we have 12 people watching. And how many likes do we have? 12 likes. Yay! It's now even. We have 12 votes also, with butterscotch in the lead, peppermint and root beer is still in second, and coffee in third. We have 3 people over on the Twitch side. Thank you guys so much for hanging out over here. Um, appreciate it. I bet you drove your mom nuts touching everything. My grandson is at that testing stage. And yes, yes. Um, Subi is my mom, by the way. And yes, look with your eyes. I heard that a lot. So yes, yes, yes. Um, I have to physically I either have to make my hands really big fists and just force them by my side, or put my hands behind my back. I walk a lot of times in stores. I look like I'm, a sergeant or something, examining the troops, but I keep my hands behind my back because I will touch everything. Yes, they're a little bit spicy for this show, so, not going to air them here. And Snorter Poopa says, "I am a bear, I just sniff everything." That's yeah, that could be bad too. Get little nose, nose, um I don't know what to call it, snot on everything. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. Well, it is an hour into the show. We have 16 people watching. Thank you guys very much. And guess what time it is time now? It is now time for our celebrations. And let's see what celebrations we have for today. Our first celebration in honor of the day after Valentine's Day, we have Saint Skeletor's Day. I wish Masters Maniac Mexico was here because that is the avatar he has is Skeletor from He-Man. I put this one in especially thinking of him. And Maniac Honey says, "Snort, your nose is cold." And Snort Paper says, "It's not my fault." No, it's not. Oh, but this day I had for Masters Mania at Mexico. I thought of him when I put it in, and it was created by comedian Richard Herring when he jokingly called Skeletor a saint and dedicated February 15th as a day for all lost souls who don't have anyone to love, and it was devoted to the destruction of love. For those that don't know, Skeletor is in the He-Man series, and he is the villain. So today, whether it's with your single friends or with strangers online, share your breakup and dating horror stories, and take time out to read those of other people. You'll you'll realize that you're not alone, and maybe even come out of it feeling grateful to be single. I swear, there's so many singles days around Valentine's Day. Gosh, I was probably within this past week, there have been like 6 celebrations about being single. There was even another one for today that I refused to do. I says, "I'm tired of doing this. I'll be happy being single." You guys, we've told you for the past week that it's okay to be single, and you've celebrated it multiple, multiple times. So I did not put it in. I said, "Nope, I am not doing it again." So, but today I love this one because it was dedicated to Saint Skeletor, the saint of destruction of love. Our next one is National Gumdrop Day. Gumdrops are tasty, colorful, chewy candies that are made with gelatin and then coated with sugar. They come in a variety of flavors and they can either be fruity or spicy. They make terrific embellishments on gingerbread houses or even any baked goods. And if you guys remember that classic board game Candyland, it had Gumdrop Pass and Gumdrop Mountains. Goody, goody gumdrop. Well, you're still technically married, but been separated for 5 to 6 years. Wow. I bet you that's very interesting. Well, today we can celebrate Gumdrop Day by uh, enjoying some gumdrops. That's pretty simple. Or you can play the game of Candyland. Or you can listen to the Crew Cuts sing their song Gumdrop. I listened to Gumdrop. It is such a dumb song. It's a very old song. It's just so silly. It's basically "You're my gumdrop." It's really, really go search it up. You have to listen to it. Or you could bake some homemade gumdrops. And Metastep says, "I need to divorce her." And he goes, "Too bad, Metastep. You could have had mine." Oh my goodness. You're gonna go play Fortnite? Okay, have fun playing Fortnite. And yes, whatever works. Yes, everybody's lives are different. So National Gumdrop Day. And it's also Annoy Squidward Day. And this is from nationaltoday.com. Those who have watched the famous show regularly, which is SpongeBob SquarePants, are familiar with Squidward, the unsatisfied coworker of SpongeBob, and how annoyed he gets with all the antics of his all too cheerful coworker. Annoyed Squidward Day is actually a reference to one of the episodes in which Squidward becomes exasperated by SpongeBob and declares it to be Annoy Squidward Day. Fans seem to have picked on this joke and turned it into an annual holiday in real life. The day gives fans an opportunity to celebrate their love for these delightful characters and come up with creative ways to mark this holiday. I'm ready. I'm ready to make some hamburgers. To make some hamburgers. Annoy Squidward Day. Oh, you're gonna stay here. You're gonna stay here. To I don't know. Hungry's probably asleep. I was hoping Masters could come in today for Skeletor Day. We'll have to email him and let him know that it's Saint Skeletor's Day today. And this is why I did the. Oh no, I lied. It's I've got these lists out of order. It is World Anthropology Day also. It's set aside to celebrate the field of anthropology and share information with the public. It is explained as the scientific study of humanity. It covers human behavior, biology, and how human societies function. So, World Anthropology Day celebrated. And now it is National I Want Butterscotch Day. It's an unofficial day that celebrates the creamy sweetness of butterscotch. Butterscotch has been in existence over 200 years. It used to just be a candy, but it's evolved into an essential topping on all desserts and sweets. Butterscotch is mainly made from brown sugar and butter. National I Want Butterscotch Day. And talking about that, let's see how our poll is doing. We still have 12 votes with butterscotch in the lead. Nothing has changed there. The definition of bigamy is being married to one wife too many. The definition of monogamy is the same. Snorterpoopus. Bad snorterpoopus. Yes, Hungry, I know, is a big SpongeBob fan. Oh, I did not know that. And butterscotch sounds like butterbeer's older brother. Yes, yes. I had a taste of butterbeer. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. And Belzette, thank you for the meme that you posted a little earlier. I did see it, and I don't think I put it up on stream. So there's a little meme right there that Belzette posted. Thank you so much for that. I saw we. It was very funny though. It was very funny though. Let's see. I've got these celebrations all mixed up, so I don't even know which one's going to be next. Let's see here. It's International Childhood Cancer Day. And this is from nationaltoday.com also. The day raises awareness of childhood cancer and honors all the children and families experiencing the effects of the disease. It acknowledges their pain and difficulties, giving them space to process and grieve. Despite the advances in medicine and medical technology, cancer remains the leading cause of death by disease for children past infancy. Not only is childhood cancer traumatic, but it also requires specialized treatment and care. Pediatric oncology is an important field in medicine that works with the cancer in children and devises strategies for treatment, pain management, and home care. So today, let's remember all the kids that are um, have and families that are dealing with cancer and those that treat them. Oh my gosh. Too wow. Okay, we're gonna wait a second on that one because we're gonna say Dadman says, I am a huge sci-fi mommy says I'm a huge SpongeBob fan, and Dadman Walking says me too. I enjoy watching SpongeBob. I think it's funny. It's silly, it's mindless. There's an innocence to it. Um, uh, I will admit it, I haven't watched it for a while, but the early seasons, there really was just such an innocence to it that, made it extremely enjoyable. But yes, we have 3 people over on the Twitch side still. Thank you very much. We have 7 people now on the 8 people on the YouTube side. I appreciate that. We still have, let's see. We have 13 votes now on the poll with butterscotch still in the lead. Peppermint is now second and root beer is third. Coffee is in last place. Thank you all for voting for that. Our next let's put this up here now. Our next day is World Cholangiocarcinoma Day. And this day is observed to raise awareness about a very rare but very aggressive type of cancer. Um, there are about 11,000 cases of this. It's a rare type of cancer that develops in the bile ducts and the small tubes that carry digestive fluids in and around the liver. It is one of the rarest and most deadliest form of cancers because it's very hard to detect. It also affects the gallbladder. So today, doctors, healthcare workers, cancer survivors, and activists come together to raise awareness about this much needed raise much needed awareness of this form of liver cancer. So World Cholangiocarcinoma Day. Today is also Susan B. Anthony's Day. We talked about Susan B. Anthony today. So we just celebrate her and continue to strive forward for women's rights. And I know some people kind of are like, yeah, right. What are you talking about? Women still are underpaid in most positions that men have, even though they have the same education. And so there's a lot of stuff that still needs to be done to make uh, an equality with men and women. So that's Susan B. Anthony. Continue the work that she has started. And our last one is World Hippo Day. Celebrate the extraordinary hippopotamus and take action to prevent its extinction. Before 1909, people thought hippos were in the same group as pigs. Hippopotamuses are actually closely related to whales, dolphins, and porpoises. They're semi aquatic mammals and they're native to sub Saharan Africa. They're herbivores and can weigh up to 20,000, 2,000 kilograms. 2,000, not 20. That is humongous. 2,000 kilograms. They're the third largest mammal in the world after elephants and rhinos. They're primarily found in rivers, lakes, and mangrove swamps. It's Happy Happy Hippo Day. And those are our celebrations for today. I really don't have much more to say. I'm so glad you guys are here. We have 11 people still watching. Um, yes, it is. It is. It's actually I'm trying to think. There's been multiple days these past few days that have been National Condom Day. And so I just didn't put it because I would have to put it every day. But yes, yesterday was Impotence Day, National Impotence Day, and it was also National Condom Day yesterday. I guess it's also that today. It depends on who you talk to. But yeah, if you're going to be out there messing around, make sure you do it safely. That's all I can say about that. And snorted poop is hippopotamuses can be very aggressive. Yes, they can. Even though they're herbivores, it doesn't mean that they won't attack you. Um, and yeah, who comes up with this stuff? I agree, meta stuff. Sometimes some of them I just can't do. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be no. And not because they're necessarily some of them. They're just so stupid. I just can't talk. There's one day that they have is National Put a Plunger on Your Head Day. Why? Why? So I don't do that one. And me and my 7 kids celebrate National Broken Condom Day. Yep. Yes. His sister and goes, let's have a National Marmalade Day. You know, I tell you, some of these days, though, are created by companies and they use them to promote their um, product. So there is some method to some of these people's madness, some of these days, and they just kind of become a fun thing to talk about. National, I think, I think there was supposed to be more on what Mandalorian typed. I'm going to wait and see if he types anything else. Um, yes, yeah, I knew there was National Makeup a Day Day. Yeah, you want a day? Just say today's that day. Pick the date you want it. Yes, yes, a lot of those are like the National Mayonnaise Day. Now, today is National Buy My Shit Day. I had a girlfriend buy me a gift for our first date. I was happy, but I misunderstood. I thought she was buying me a condominium, but it was a condom minimum. I hate her now. Aw, poor snorter poopers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh goodness. Oh, I will. Mm, let's see what's going on over here. I'm going to check something here real quick. Okie doke. So I am going to do. Condoms are for the faint of heart. No, condoms are for the smart people. I'm going to do my shameless promotions now, but you guys over on the Twitch side, I'm going to type a message for you to copy, and we're going to do a raid when we're done with the show. So I'm typing it right now, and hopefully I will remember to post it. Positive. Give me 1 second here. Okay, let's post this. Okay, so uh, you guys can, if you guys could copy that, thing, and we're going to do a raid as soon as I finish with everything and sign off. We're going to go raid a channel. Um, I'm going to go ahead and start preparing for that. So let's do this, and hopefully they will still be on when we raid. So we'll start that, and then we can go right to it when I'm done. So we're going to do our shameless promotions here very quickly. First off, my blocking out the boredom streams. I'm so bored. Let's build something. They're impromptu build streams or craft streams. They could be whatever kind of streams I like. Usually they'll be building ones, and you can find out when they are on Twix at MDadmanWalking. I also have my morning show, which you're watching to right now, daily at 10 a.m. I hope you guys enjoy it and come back again. And yes, today is also National Wisconsin Day. Every state has a day. And yes, it's kind of cheesy, Manny, uncanny. How very, very funny are you? Yes, it's a cheesy day. Uh, we also have, let's see, what else do we have here? Come on, button, work. I now have a P.O. box number. For those of you that have been asking or curious, I got it as a Valentine's gift. Yes, I was very happy, was not upset. Um, so I have a P.O. box if you want to send cards or anything like that. Um, Here it is, P.O. Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida 32226. So it's available. I will also have it on my about pages on YouTube and Twix. Also, if you would like to support the channel other ways, you can at Kofi, Mrs.DadmanWalking55. You can do a one-time or a monthly donation to me. I have a wish list, throne.com, Mrs. DadmanWalking55. Um, it's a privacy first wish list. Your information isn't shared. My information isn't shared. And you can give gifts. If you're a creator, you can make one and you can receive gifts. It's really a very, very cool kind of thing. And Mandalorian says, I'm working on building a village base in the game Enshrouded. How cool is that? I can barely keep up with the 2 games that I play, and all these people that are like, have all these games. I'm very envious of you because I just can't, my brain just right now can't do that. And, part of my throne gifts, we got the Big Ben and, Stonehenge from Daisy Blossom and Liam Gray, which I hope to build soon, and I've also received these from Atwood, Squeaka, and Daisy, the Destiny Eye, the Destiny Ghost, and the Gingerbread Skin, Starry Night, and the Peeing Bear. Um, so, yes, and they have all been wonderful builds that I've done. Also, I have live streams and VODs at youtube.com at Mrs.Dadman Walking55. Twitch TV, Mrs. Dadman Walking. My streaming schedules on Twix at MDadmanWalking. Look up the building in that game, Mrs. It's neat. The building system is very good. I will do that. I'm actually going to write that name right down here and I will check that out because if I don't write it down, as soon as I end this stream, I'll completely forget because that's what my brain does. So we are now done with our shameless promotions. I'm going to say goodbye. And then those of you on the, oh, we've already, did we already do the thing? Oh, they're offline. Oh, darn. Okay, well, we cannot raid them. So I'm going to have to cancel that raid. We'll do this raid instead. Okay. So I'm going to say goodbye and then we are going to do a raid. So everybody remember, I will see you next time and remember to be kind, show love, and that you're not promised tomorrow. So go to bed each night with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And those of you on the Twitch side, if you could raid now, that would be ready. That would be amazing to do. Here we go. Did it work? I don't know if it worked or not. I hope it did, guys. Okay, you guys have a great one. See you later. Bye-bye.